My wife has been breastfeeding our son from birth and she refuses to give him anything else. Who uses breast milk to bake cake and bread? God. What? Oh my God, I'm freaking out. Hey guys, welcome back to True Tales and Thoughts. So today we are going to be reading some stories from the Instagram page joroolumofin. We're going to be reading stories about people's marital issues. All the relevant links are going to be in the description box below. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first story says, "Hello Joro, good evening. I've been married for 5 years. My husband doesn't talk to me. Not like we are fighting, but he confides in outsiders more than me. I don't know anything about his business or plans or life in general. He prefers to talk to my mother or my sisters or his friends more than me. I hear about his plans for my family. I have told my mother and sisters to stop talking to him, but they won't listen. I feel so lonely. For example, my husband has plans to move to a better area, but he told my family before me. He started a fish farm and he told my sisters, especially my younger sister. Is this normal? I feel like a maid. I only cook for him. He will just enter the house and say, "Where's my food?" He will eat and go and watch ball and sleep. We don't have adult relations, and we haven't had adult relations in 2 months. Wow. I don't really know what this is about. This is very strange. But one thing I'm going to say is, depending on the relationship she has with her family, at least he's talking to her family. But regardless, let's get into the comment section and see what people have to say. So in this post, right, Joro actually leaves a poll where people come and vote. So I've decided that moving forward in the video, so we're going to look at the poll. I'm going to tell you guys what's on the poll, and then you guys can also leave your votes in the comment section. So the first thing on the poll is, ask for a divorce and cut off your family. The next option is, it's better to stand alone than have this your family. The third option is, beg your husband, keep begging and praying. The fourth option is, ask your family to delete your husband's number. So let's go to the comment section. You guys should let me know what you think in the comment section. So the first person said, "Ma'am, are you sure? Maybe there's something you're doing wrong, because he still confines in your own family rather than confining in you. Try talking things out calmly with him." Actually, I think that's really strange. For me, things would have been clearer if he just confided in his own friends or his own family. But the fact that he's talking to her family, what's that about? Another person said, "Narcissism at its highest. Look good to outsiders and not give an F about your person. Before you know it, people will start saying you have problems because he is so perfect outside." Is it that kind of situation? Another person said, "What are these comments blaming the woman about? Why would a husband prefer talking to his sister-in-law more than his wife? Why are the mother-in-law and the sister-in-law entertaining him if he has nothing to do with the sister-in-law? So now they love him more than his wife, Abby?" The hypocrisy in the comment section, Sha. Another person said, "Dress well and start hanging out with people too. Have fun and be happy, and he'll start looking for you everywhere. Make sure you don't speak to him with anger and rudeness in your attitude and words. Just mind your business and be productive. Stay prayerful too." Another person said, "You didn't court at all? Was it an arranged marriage? I be waiting this up." Another person said, "It's disheartening that your family can't even talk to him to discuss matters with you. Find out if you were adopted. Find out if husband was forced to marry you." I wonder if she was pregnant before they got married. Is that why he married her? I don't understand this kind of behavior. Someone said, "The need to marry your friend cannot be overemphasized. It might seem cliche, but truth is, I love you is never enough. You can be married and feel very single when you can't have conversations or even play with your partner. Dear poster, it is not too late. You can start by trying to find out topics or activities he likes to engage in. Create gists randomly about them. Try to take him out on dates or fun activities. No one should come for me while I'm making it poster's duty. It's obvious that this is really bothering her, and unfortunately her husband thinks nothing wrong. Poster, after trying all this, if it doesn't change, try and make yourself happy and find fun things to do by yourself. Love and light, sis." And this is good advice. Another person asked, Has this been happening since day one of your marriage, or it's a recent occurrence? Find out and see where it all went wrong. Yo. Another person said, marry someone who sees you as a friend and marry a kind person. If you do this, you have solved almost all your marital problems. Yeah. This thing about friendship, when everything else dwindles, it is the friendship that will keep that marriage going. When someone is your friend, the person is your friend. Despite of everything, the person is your friend, you know? Friendship is really something in marriage. To be very honest, it's not for nothing that people always say, marry your friend, marry your friend. It's really good advice when someone tells you to marry your friend, because you're just friends. You're friends with other things, with other entanglements, but at the end of the day, you are friends. So no matter what, you guys are going to be good, you know? Another person said, how is she confused when it's clear? She doesn't bring any value aside cooking. The man too isn't trying to help her. Bad of him. He's moved on. Women and men alike need to take a quantitative analysis of what value they bring to their partner and double down on it, or even add more. I want to look at my wife and be convinced that this woman's use is immeasurable and be happy to have her in my corner. You cannot be with someone and it feels as though you are single. She needs to find out about and improve the qualities the man is looking for. But why is it sounding like these people never knew each other in the first place? It really sounds like she's clueless about who her husband is, about what her husband likes and all of that. This is really strange. Honestly, I don't really know what to make of this. This person said, he's a narcissist, trust me. They always do good with outsiders and treat the person who should receive the best treatment from them really bad. Wow. They like other people to know them better and perceive them as good people, but the one closest is always in the dark. Wow. Yeah, I heard something like that about narcissists. Another person said, obviously, he didn't start like this, otherwise you wouldn't be there for 5 years. Something must have triggered his communication and attraction. Find out what is wrong and try to fix it, or better still, talk to him rather than coming online to find validation. Wow, why can he not talk to her? That's what I don't know. If he didn't start like this, something must have clearly happened along the way for him to start acting like this. So when a thing happened to him, why could he not come and talk to her? You guys weren't friends before you got married. Seems like you don't give him any ideas for business or say anything motivating and positive, or even compliment him or send good thoughts his way, or encourage him directly or indirectly in the path that he's pursuing in life. Make him your friend, discuss with him, be lively, vibrant and smart in your decisions, and watch things change as you bring great ideas in all ramifications. Man, this is hard. The man too is not even talking. I would have really preferred if the man just came and said, okay, this is what is going on. I feel like this and like this. So this thing is not too heavy on her. I'm sure she doesn't even know what to do. Another person said, I don't even know waiting I want comments, because I sincerely know how you feel. I've been there, but mine wasn't even my family. N-word talked to his friend's wife about everything. In fact, now in friend wife mouths are for the hear latest gist. Anyway, it's history now, because forever is too long to be with this kind of person. Another person said, women, they give men problems. Now the man started minding his business. You say he isn't talking. Let us hear his own side of the story. No, come here play victim. The fact that he's not talking to his wife is a problem. And also she mentioned that they've not had intimate relationships in 2 months and they don't even have it regularly. So that is a problem. So she should not act as though this man is just minding his business. No. Nope, he's clearly acting as though something is up. Let's take the last comment. There's more to this. What did you do that warranted this kind of ill treatment? You must have done something that made him this way. I'm really trying to figure out. I want somebody to give me some kind of idea of what is going on. If you have an idea of what could be happening, right, leave it in the comment section. Poster probably talks too much. I feel like he's just trying to send you a message by talking to people he knows will still tell you. Wow. Well, I cannot wrap my head around this situation. If you have a suspicion of what could be going on, make sure you let me know in the comment section, because I am lost. Let's move to the next story. The next story says, my son still drinks breast milk at the age of 6. I blame my wife for this. What? Wait. How does someone drink breast milk at the age of 6? Wait. Can someone tell me, when you give birth, for how long can you breastfeed? until you can no longer breastfeed, until maybe the next pregnancy? Or did she have babies back to back? Well, let's just get into the story. Hello, Joro. Good morning. It is not a usual relationship issue, but I am very angry at my wife because I blame her for this. We fight a lot because of this. My wife has been breastfeeding our son from birth and she refuses to give him anything else or even try. Oh my God. She never ever tried to give him anything to aid with his feeding. Whoa. She saw somewhere that if a child keeps taking breast milk from the mother's breasts will lose weight and the breast will be firm. What? This was a reason. She wanted to stop at age 2. But by age 2, our son was 100% dependent on the milk. Oh my goodness, what is this? He takes only breast milk. My wife will pump and put it in a bottle. Oh my God, my wife uses the breast milk to bake cake. What? Oh my God, I'm freaking out. Is this healthy? My wife fell sick and she was on drugs. Doctor asked to stop the breastfeeding. My son refused to eat anything else and kept throwing up other foods. Is she causing an eating disorder for this child or what? We had to take him to the hospital. Oh my goodness. We don't want our son to cry and be depressed. My son is currently looking malnourished. What do you advise, please? We are abroad. We can't force him because of laws against this. This sounds like a horror story, guys. It sounds like horror. I've actually never thought of what will happen to a child if a child just depends fully on breast milk for years. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I'm scared. Somebody said, poor baby, they've deprived him of all the nice meal options for toddlers. His digestive system is not developed enough to take down solid immediately. That's why he's throwing up. Oh, you need to go through the process like he's 6 months. Introduce baby cereals for some time with the breast milk and gradually incorporate soft solid food. I wish you all the best. Hey! Oh my God. Oh my God. What is this? Another person said, Poster, you self no try. Why didn't you start giving him other foods at early stages? Aren't you the father? So you eat all the chicken without giving your son to taste? Yeah, I know. Because most African fathers, when they just eat, they'll be like, okay, come and clear the plates. And then it's just few slices of chicken, you know? Just a small treat. I don't understand. You're the father. He could have put his leg down. You cannot blame your wife. You're a parent as well. He could have put his leg down that this child must eat solid food. He's a parent as well. Why is he acting like all the power was in his wife's hands? Another person said, your wife needs to be checked. I'm not sure she's normal. Oh. Hi. I am shocked. I've never heard this kind of thing before. So another person said, so there abroad, little kids don't go for periodic checkup because this could have been picked up by healthcare professionals long before the kid got to 6 years old. I wonder. The story is just, I'm flabbergasted. Oh my God. Another person said, start by giving him pap or other cereals with a bland taste. This is because breast milk has a bland taste, and so if you introduce any cereal which is sweet or has many artificial flavors, he will pick up on it and refuse to eat. Whew. For the first few days, mix the pap with the breast milk. Ensure that the pap is lighter and has a large quantity of breast milk in it. Also put the pap or cereal in the same bottle or cup from which he usually drinks the breast milk. As time goes on, gradually increase the quantity of pap as well as its thickness while reducing the quantity of milk and start incorporating formula. It has to be formula, not those other types of milk, because the taste of formula is closer to that of breast milk. Please let her not stop breastfeeding the child abruptly or send him home, as some people are suggesting. While this may work for some, for other children, the results can be catastrophic. Your child may get really sick, depressed, or worse. Rather, while introducing cereals and other meals, she should continue to breastfeed him and then gradually reduce her breastfeeding time. In all, it has to be a gradual process done with a lot of wisdom. Otherwise, he will notice what you guys are doing and refuse everything. There are many recipes I know, but I can't write all of them here. You can DM me for them if you're interested. Good luck with this. Wow. This is... Another person said, who uses breast milk to bake cake and bread? God. Vomiting emojis. Oh my goodness. Another person said, go and see a pediatrician. They might have some advice on how to slowly withdraw him from the breast milk. I know they'll love to work with him because it's a rare case. So they'll give you all the resources. His body is now dependent on breast milk, so it might take a while, but you have to get started. Hey, I'm shaking. Oh my goodness. Another person said, Seems your wife has some underlying mental issue. Seek professional help before it develops into dysfunctional attachment style with your son later in life. Hey. As for your son, let him cry for a little while. He'll adjust, but go cold turkey and stop him from breastfeeding. He will start eating little by little. I think that the gradual process will be fairer for this child. Can you imagine a 6-year-old child still breastfeeding? What is this madness? Like, oh my God, this woman, I feel like this woman has a mental problem. This cannot be normal. Your wife not to try at all. Oh. Start with pap for the baby, okay? Then introduce cereal to him. Use our own milk, like pig milk, for him to take the cereal. You can message me privately. I will tell you how to go about it. That is why we mothers need to introduce solid to our babies from 6 to 7 months. I mean, it's one thing if you're breastfeeding a child of 1 year. 1 year old. I mean, 1 year old, okay, nice. But 6 years old? Hey! Oh my God. I am shocked. I'm shocked out of my mind. Another person said, they matter long, pa. 6 years? I don't even know what to say. Maybe you need to send him back to your mom or your wife's family. Let him spend 3 to 6 months here. Another person said, your wife is to be blamed, but to help the matter at hand, your son needs to be brought back home to his own country so they can go with him to native ways, please. No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree. He just needs to be trained to eat solid food. There's no need for all this native thing. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comment section. But I just feel like I'm more inclined to go by the pap method, where you just give him the breast milk and then withdraw him gradually. Eventually, the most important thing is that he's being withdrawn from that breast milk dependence, because honestly, that is so unhealthy. Another person said, where did she see the breast milk to be feeding the child for this long, Biko? I've been at the other way around. I stay with my sister and I carried her children. We spoiled the first one as we still the learn or more. The second one started small pap at 4 months, and by 7 months, the guy was swallowing better eba. Now he's 1 year plus and has been eating everything. Rice, beans, anything since 7 months. Another person said, your child cannot live on breast milk at age 6. It's nearly impossible to even grow to that stage of development only on breast milk. The doctors will fix him. You seem not to be firm enough and capable of handling the situation. There are several options abroad for him. Consult pediatricians in your area. Hey, but is it possible for a woman to breastfeed for 6 years? Is that really possible? I don't see anybody talking about it, but is it possible that a woman gives birth and 6 years later she's still breastfeeding? Oh my God, I did not know. I'll have to Google it, or you guys let me know in the comment section. Your child is 6 years. Give your wife belle again, she go stop breastfeeding and your child self go hate the breast. How can a full-grown adult be taking breast milk? This person is referring to a child as a full-grown adult, because you know what a 6-year-old looks like? That's not a baby anymore. Hey, no. That's too much. Another person said, all she has to do is leave him behind and travel. Get a nanny. Express as much breast milk as she can, and then the nanny can gradually give him with other foods till he is completely weaned off breast milk. It will be tough at first, but that is the only way to stop it. Gradually wean him off. This is very strange. Ah. Let's take the last comment, which says, come back to Nigeria and his brain will reset. Oh my god. This is really strange, guys. I cannot even lie. That brings us to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give the video a good thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.